Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. We're all chuckling here because Leonis has put up a main sign on the camera.
Even though it's split up.
I never pay attention to the flashing lights, but yes, now I know which camera to talk to.
You should give it googly eyes.
Actually, that'd be awesome. Actually.
Yeah,
Googly eyes would be great.
Look at it.
It'd be fantastic. So I'm joined here today by Gretchen and Natasha.
Hi.
And we're going to be painting some more of the contents of the Malign Sorcery box.
Ooh.
Let's get it around the correct way.
Spooky.
Oh, yes.
Actually, we're going to get some really spooky stuff next month.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait for October.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
I've had to think about it, and I'm coming around to the idea of dressing up
Well, you know,
for the
you have to
Halloween
say,
episode.
you still have to dress up. You still have to dress up. It's,
Yeah.
It's never a if, it's just a you will.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
just say
What you're gonna
what
wear.
you're gonna
Yes.
do.
Yeah, what are you going to wear?
I think we should have a vote, honestly. I mean, I'm
Oh.
sure everyone viewing has brilliant and wonderful ideas that would not be complicated or only things you'd love, really.
That sounds
They
like a
know
great
you.
idea. They should
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Yeah. What are Halloween
Is that going
costume
to be this
ideas?
episode? We'll get that sorted?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
over the
get
next
that
couple?
sorted. Yeah,
Over the
over the next couple.
Okay.
They can shoot out some ideas. Well, we all need costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. That'd be good.
Yeah.
It has to be based around aliens.
Oh.
I like that.
Aliens, the franchise
The
or just
franchise.
general aliens?
No, the franchise.
True.
Because it could be like any aliens. Ah.
Good chest buster.
Could be like, you know, kids
Like-
aliens.
Could you
or-
paint with a face hugger on your face?
That'd be pretty crazy.
This
But
month's challenge?
that would be a sort of cheap way to do it. Yeah, I could try. We can give it a go.
Yeah.
Maybe I could paint a face hugger while it's on my face.
Oh, well.
Can we work with that? Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, back
to
to
the
the show. So what we're doing, so painting Malign Sorcery on Tuesday, myself and Megan and Mia painted up some stuff that we've got down here.
Beautiful.
Today, what are you going to be painting, Natasha?
I am painting 2 portal
Okay, these are the
windows.
the umbral spell
Here.
portals.
Yeah, they're pretty
Okay,
cool.
so super neat.
But don't be disappointed when they're not what they
When they don't look like they do
yeah,
on the
when they're
box.
not going to look like the box.
Okay.
I've got different plans
Here's what they
with
look
an
like
October
on the box.
with an October theme to them.
Okay,
So
nice. And Gretchen, you are
Alright.
painting the.
I have a skull that is throwing up dragonflies.
Oh yeah.
Which
The-
I particularly, yeah.
In here?
So right there, Emerald Life Swarm. I'm not going to choose Emerald because
Are you going to make it
we navigate.
the amethyst?
Yeah, it's going to be amethyst. It's gonna. I'm feeling purple with dragonflies. I don't know why I think of purple when I think of dragonflies, but I do. So that's what it's
that's
going to
cool.
be. Yeah.
Excellent. And I am going to be working on the burning head.
Ooh.
I pulled rank and stole
He
the burning
did.
head from
We
both.
both
did.
wanted
Natasha and
it.
Gretchen
Yeah.
wanted to paint it. And so now they're angry at me, but we'll do some good stuff.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like karmatic justice will happen when people figure out what you're going to be for
What I'm gonna be for
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay, cheap and easy, remember. That's
feel
what
free
it's
to
gonna
take
be.
it out on Dave that he stole the skull from us when you're making your costume choices. It should be a Thursday thing, like
Yeah.
for Costume Thursday for painting happy little minis.
Right.
And everyone gets to throw up their ideas of what they want Dave to be. And we here at Game Trade Media will try to make that happen.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
As in, we will make it happen.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Exactly.
Yep. That'll be fine. I'm a little bit worried now. I'm totally worried.
You should be.
Never be worried.
People are going to be mean.
But why would you say that? I'm very fond of.
Cheap and easy. That's what someone commented.
I feel like we can definitely trust everyone viewing right now to only choose things they know that in your heart of hearts you will enjoy and love. Maybe deep in your heart of hearts. It might be buried a little bit.
It might be, yeah. That's a possibility. Let's see how well people know me. So let's try that.
That's fancy.
Excellent.
It's got its own little pillow.
Oh.
Leona, give me a little pillow for my phone.
That's nice.
So I can see your guys' chat.
Follow the chat. Fantastic.
Nick Thompson asks, where are you guys streaming from?
We are streaming.
Baltimore!
Yep.
Be more! Sorry.
Charm City.
That's right.
Yep.
Charm City. Just like Charm City Roller Girls.
was going to say just north of Charm City. But,
Yeah, just
Yep.
north a little bit.
It still
Yeah, it's
counts.
all the. We're.
Timonium, Maryland. We're in Baltimore County.
We are.
Yeah, see, that counts.
Yep. Nice and
Also,
close.
Andrea said, I'm just wondering if are these that easy to paint, or do you guys make it look that easy?
No, these,
Well, I feel like we hit a goal if we make it look easy because it's really not easy. It's really not.
no, it's
It
totally
depends
easy.
on your concept of easy.
And
Yeah.
hi, Andrea.
Also, Carl is here. Mini Painting Studios is here. Steve, Powell,
Steve?
Bruce, Steve.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I saw my husband just came online too. Hi,
Excellent.
honey. Happy
Cat
four-month
is here.
anniversary.
Aw,
4-month anniversary today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Top stuff.
that's cute.
Pretty
Good
crazy.
work.
Very nice.
Nice.
It got all quiet.
Yes.
Oh, how do you follow
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
We've
It's
got
like, what
no
do we
special
do?
days. We're
making
I
up
know,
for it, it's
like,
awesome.
yeah.
no special days for
We're all
us.
loving stuff.
Okay. I'm going to go back to, was it Andrea's question?
Yes.
These are actually really easy to paint.
Oh,
What do we have them primed with? Because it's a nice texture.
These are primed with the Citadel Corax White spray primer.
Yeah, I like that. It's a for those of you who are watching, it has a little bit of a
gripping
grip
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice texture for painting. I like it a lot. It actually makes it a lot easier than a lot of the other ones we've painted here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It does give it
really.
a really nice matte.
I know we talked earlier about how yellow is really hard to put on, but this is going on really easy.
Yeah.
Like really easy. I don't know.
I got yellow going on over here.
Camera. Yeah.
This is kind of yellow, but it's dead skull person
well.
colored, so not that yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like really. I don't feel like I need to like keep going over it for it to have it stand out.
in general,
cool.
we use the Citadel primers, right?
Yeah, when we're priming things that don't already have a primer. So
Yeah.
sometimes we use the Army Painter primers.
Nice.
Shake Hetty,
generally the
yes,
Citadel.
not no.
Matt asks, "Is that a Thor hammer you're wearing, Natasha?" Question mark.
Actually, it is a special hammer that my husband had made for me. It has a fox carved into it. This
There's a lot of
awesome,
love here.
this
going on here.
with the Damascus
That's the Natasha
head of the
Matt
hammer. He actually had one made for him, which was a raven, and then mine was the fox because
Gonna have to tell my boyfriend to sweep it up.
foxes
Jeez.
were very special to my mother and my family, and so and she
Cool.
passed away 6 years ago. So it was like a nice little touch. Our family always felt kind of like, fox was kind of like our patronus a little bit.
Right.
Bruce says, "I hate the white primer texture." Well, to each his own.
I like it, so.
Sometimes people.
And I'm wearing the hammer for multiple reasons, but also it is Thor's Day.
Ooh.
It is
Ooh,
Thor's
it
Day.
is. That it
Sure.
is.
Happy Thor's Day, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, I'm failing. I forgot to send a Thor picture to my sister.
Do you do that every Thursday?
I used to. For a while there, we were. And she's on a different time zone than I am, so it's always like I always forget to do it. I end up sending it too early, or forget, or But it's really fun.
Happens.
Andrea and Christopher want you to show your mustache. I'm not exactly.
Clearly, my friends. Clearly, those people are my friends. One I used to skate with, and one I play video games with. So,
Nice.
hi, Crispy. Crispy and Christy. Christy,
I thought
well,
of donuts.
I
I'm
can't,
gonna be
I can't
honest,
say
I
her
just-
whole skate name here because
I just instantly thought of donuts.
it's not safe for work.
Okay.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
a really fun play on words roller derby name. So
Ah.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
Christopher says the skull and flames look sick.
Does.
Damn
Super
it.
cool. And I stole it. Haha.
dead.
You did steal the cool one.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Too much
Let's
there.
get these dragonflies
Ooh.
under control.
I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this color scheme, but it just came to me.
All right, I think the easiest way with these dragonflies is to do them all the base color and go back,
Yep.
because that is intense.
That joke hasn't been used for a while.
Oh. That's true.
I heard others using it on one of our shows, and I was like, "You're welcome." The joke that keeps on giving.
We never actually, we really didn't finish those up, did we? No. We should go back and finish those.
Mini Painting Studios is asking, hey Dave, what are the dimensions on the palette? Because the website had no info.
I think this one's about,
8 by 6. I think it's 8 by 6.
that sounds good. Let's
Right?
go with that. I was going to say 8.5 by 5.5, but
Okay.
sure, 8 by 6. Yeah, why not?
He's all technical over here with halves. I don't know what it is,
Well,
but
what
let
is
me
it
tell
in-
you an exact
What is it in
dimension.
centimeters?
Well,
Google.
2.2?
the 8's going to be,
It's okay, I'm just being a dumb.
you just messing with me?
She's
Yes.
trolling.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes.
All the time.
All the time, all the time you're trolling me. This is true. This is true. It's frightening. But yeah, so on Tuesday we spent a lot of time dry brushing because we had a lot of models. Had the models that had a lot of texture on them. But this time I think painting / washing, doing like painting on with thin paints, is the way that we're going to go. That we're working already. So.
I'm just going for it.
Go for it. Get in
yeah.
it all.
Crap, were we
All
supposed to do instructions?
There are no
Yeah,
instructions.
I wasn't aware
We
these
were supposed to
came with
color by
instructions.
numbers.
No.
Nobody told me.
No. It's just ending up that way. Not that we're doing color by numbers, but.
Carl has a question.
Ooh.
Crazy question. I
Ooh.
don't actually get to play with the minis I paint. Any ideas what I should do with my finished minis that don't make the cut for display?
Make a that's for display.
Make a game.
I say I make a game.
Make
Yeah.
up your own game.
Make a game. Find people who have a game.
See if they need the
Make more
pieces.
displays.
I say
Donate
make a game.
them to games that are in.
Honestly, you could donate them to a game store.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's the
Or
game
kids.
store.
Yep.
Yep.
Do it for the kids.
Friendly neighborhood kids.
Those neighborhood kids are always
neighborhood kids?
friendly and
They are.
never not.
See if you
Not
can
friendly.
use them in like a barter system and pay for your lemonade that way.
Barter system.
Yep. I think that'd be fine. That's what we'd recommend.
Apparently, Bruce says the Life Storm is definitely the hardest to paint out of the 3.
Out of these 3,
Mm-hmm. That's what
glad I
he's
didn't
saying.
choose it.
Wow.
Like we are extending the show to 3 hours today.
Listen here.
This one piece.
I have faith Gretchen can do it.
I have faith in me too. Thank you.
I'm on the
All right.
fence.
Carl says, will you accept this bard for a glass of your finest?
See? Got the hang of it already.
Drink.
We were talking about this one a bit on Tuesday about the skull. And because when we were dry brushing's all about starting with a sort of a dark color and adding successive layers of lighter colors. But flames, of course, are the hottest at the center. So you can't do it. You
I
can't.
do the opposites.
You got to do the opposite, yeah. So I think instead of dry brushing, though, I'm just going to try the washes over the lighter colors. So just go successively darker washes.
Hmm.
So filling out.
I'm interested to
That's really
see
fun.
how that turns out.
Yeah, it might work. It might be terrible.
You know it's going to work.
I'd like to know it's going to work. I have a good feeling about it.
My goal always with painting is to just keep going until you can't anymore. I was gonna say until it looks good, but that's not always true. Sometimes you just keep going until it either looks good or you throw it across a room.
Right.
That's my whole cosplay life right there.
It's the same. It's any artistic
thrown across the
endeavor,
room?
really.
Don't say that.
Yeah, any artistic
No,
endeavor.
you get to a certain point when you're building something, especially when you're making it, like you just see an image or something and then you have to recreate it and, you know, make it
Just
out of
done.
foam or whatever, and you get to a certain point of you're stuck, you're frustrated, and it's like, I'm getting ready to just throw this out the door or across the room or in the trash, and then you always have to like kind of take a little break and then come back and then
Push on through.
yeah, I mean, if you've got like a deadline for something or an event, or you know that,
If you're
okay, like for
you
me,
just
for
never come
instance,
back.
I
You take a
cosplay,
break and you just
I cosplay with my family, so, you know, if I don't do this particular character, that character's missing from our group, and that sucks.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I gotta push through, and then at most of the time at the end, I'm like, oh my god,
Hey Joe!
this is amazing. I love this.
Like, this was the best
I did so
thing I've
good at this.
ever
Yeah.
done.
Even though at one point I was like, God, I suck. Yeah. I love that. I mean, I don't love it, but
No,
I, mean,
I
it
am the
happens.
master of starting off really awesome projects and then never coming back.
Just leaving them.
Just like sad project puppies
Stepping
in a box.
aside. Ooh. There's there are a few people in the miniature painting community that will refer to that stage of a project as the ass phase.
Wow.
Where you think it looks like ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you just gotta push through, get to the other side, and yeah. So hopefully that's okay to say on Facebook and live streaming. Ass.
It is now.
We didn't say it, so we don't.
Natasha said it,
I did.
but only after I did.
Yep.
Yes, sure. You opened the door.
She was
You
in-
opened that can of worms.
I did. Is it in one of the 7 things you can't say on TV?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Cool.
Do-do-do-do.
Excellent.
I can get into all the nook and crannies. I think that is the hardest part of this one, is just the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, there's so much detail in there.
Like,
I mean, I think it's deceptive because it's the same detail over and over again.
Just want to say I'm really disappointed in the chat. Nobody's suggesting costumes yet for Dave.
yeah, guys,
Just
get it
a reminder.
together. That's important. Do not forget, okay?
What do they need to comment?
For October, for Thursdays,
okay.
painting happy little minis, that each Thursday Dave wears a new costume.
How did it suddenly become like each Thursday? How did it go from Halloween to
Oh, you just wanted one day? My bad.
yeah.
Every Thursday.
every Thursday? I'm not sure that's going to work.
Comment below suggestions.
I
for
believe in
Dave's
you.
Costume.
I believe you and everyone here that will at least have one of the costumes mentioned. If not all of them.
Right. We could do that.
Carl says, I don't want to make Dave mad. He can be mean.
I don't believe that.
It's okay, we'll take credit for it. Give suggestions.
Mini Painting Studios says, I would love to see Rick as Dave and Dave as Rick.
Oh, see, we did that gag already. I mean,
I made a
Oh,
really
it's
great Dave.
yeah.
You'd have to shave
did.
your head, Dave.
Hmm?
You'd have to wear a bald cap.
Yeah, there we go.
You wouldn't shave
No.
your head. You should.
You should.
Because I would look totally rad.
Look totally
Like-
rad.
Shave it
Life
all off
tips
and then
from
glue it-
Leona.
glue
All
it down
this,
here.
Leona just kicked it up like 5 notches.
Shave your head.
Shave your head. All
Shave
right,
your
wear
head,
a bald
dude.
cap.
I don't
All right,
know.
yeah.
Should totally do it.
That was a lot of black. Came out really fast.
Dope.
The Unabomber. Let's see.
I don't know.
Anyone else make faces when they paint?
Oh, I'm sure everyone in the world.
Like, I mean, I make faces when I paint, whenever I put on mascara, whenever.
Any application of pigment?
Any
Okay.
application of pigment requires a face. Most of it's just like the horrified face. Followed by the,
Sure.
oh no.
Oops.
Dave, I have a question for you, but it's
Yeah.
just my question, not from the chat.
Oh, okay.
So, get ready. So when you are layering up different colors,
Yep.
what is the sort of difference between each color that you try and find, if that makes sense? So like you have a light yellow.
Yep.
What is the general next step besides just like dark orange?
So Okay. So basically, I picked colors out of my
I have the base done.
selection of paints. So my yellow, orange, red. We've got a dark red and black and white. So really, this is what I'm looking for is a nice sort of fairly gentle progression onto the next color.
Okay.
Obviously, this has got a pretty big
Gently?
range between. Gentle is probably not a good word for it, and thanks for calling me out on that. But there is definitely a better word, and I'll come up with it eventually. But yeah, I'm just looking for a smoother transition. Perhaps is that better?
Yeah.
There we go. So a smoother transition between the colors. So it's just mixing to achieve that.
Would you say you mix like 2 colors between each color, or more like 3? That's what I was like wondering, like in between that red and the darker purple.
Probably. So it's kind of tough to tell.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you don't. There's no.
There's no real hard and fast rule to it.
Okay.
If my orange was a little bit darker and closer to the red,
Okay.
I might even be able to skip a stage in between them, and then I put 2 steps in between here.
Gotcha.
But
That's
because they're fairly close,
Like this.
It's part of the
fairly good
challenge.
spread, then
Because it's an even spread.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Cool.
probably just do a mix in between of the 2. That's what I'm thinking.
Ooh, that was rough.
That's good.
I was trying to draw on. It's really small, and I've had a lot of coffee today.
Right.
So I'm like,
There's no such thing as too much coffee, Natasha. That's a bold-faced lie.
well, tell that to my hand. Rah.
That just means you need more coffee to fix that.
Whoa, that sounds like a drug addiction.
Why you gotta call me out like this?
You know, Gretchen, this really wasn't painting happy little minis. This was an intervention. Your coffee.
For my coffee problem?
Yeah.
I think people might have tried that before. If it's coffee, it's not a problem.
Okay.
On the practical side of things, though, one thing you can do, if you're finding
Yeah, I
hands are
was
shaking,
trying.
bring them together.
And both hands are shaking, and
Then, yeah, both hands are shaking.
Yeah.
They can shake together. Like that. But just fine.
again with your logic. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you paint.
Tips with Dave.
Fun?
Tips with Dave.
Tips with Dave.
Tips by Dave. Tips for Dave. What?
We've broken Leona. What you doing?
So can you tell us what you're painting again? Just for, I said, can you tell us what you're painting again?
yes,
just
sorry.
for those who have joined.
We're so focused.
Sure. So, for those who joined us a little bit late, we're painting the. Oh, we're switching to this box. Oh, there it is. Keep turning the wrong way. The Malign Sorcery. So these are all the, persistent spells, or a whole bunch of persistent spells that can move around on the tabletop. There's 13, I think, in the box.
Fancy pantsy.
Which is all very cool. We have ones that we painted on Tuesday. We have the Purple Sun of
Something.
Sheesh, where by uttering dread incantations of ancient days, a desperate or foolhardy wizard can summon the abyssal Purple Sun.
Ooh.
So you know, it's Saturday.
Yep, exactly. So we've got that one.
Sounds like a good Saturday night.
Yep. We've got the Prismatic Palisade there as well. We painted those 2 on Tuesday. There we go. So just in the box set, you get all of the spell cards as well. So So in the Prismatic Palisade, those enlightened wizards who possess the required insight and purity of mind can draw forth an unbreakable wall of pure Hessian crystal from the ground, blinding all who gaze upon it.
Dang.
That sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
That sounds like a Friday night.
Friday night.
That's what that is.
The Burning Head that I'm working on at the moment. By igniting the fires of Akshi around them, a wizard
you.
can give shape to a spectral burning skull. That's a little bit dull. I guess the burning skull's going to work well enough. The Umbral Spell Portals.
Nikes.
Eldritch sigils can be inscribed into the mist to summon a pair of arcane mirrors, the surfaces of which undulate with shadowy etheric energy. Does that sound inspiring, Natasha?
Sure.
And the Emerald, now Amethyst Life Swarm. By
Purple's a
channeling
good color.
arcane energy into the most minute sparks of life found within the death and corruption around them, a wizard can summon a swarm of verdant insects amidst the buzzing of thousands of tiny wings.
I just don't feel like dragonflies are scary. I told you earlier, I feel like dragonflies are in the same category as butterflies to me.
Yep.
So, like, this whole skull, like, the skull's a little spooky, like, spooky dead skull. But, like, the dragonflies, I'd just kind of be like, ooh. Leanne, do you like my,
Yes.
my jingle?
It's
I think
kind
you're
of
right.
like that scene in Infinity War when Doctor Strange is fighting Thanos, and he blocks Thanos' bolts, and it just turns into like a ray of butterflies.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
God, Johnny, spoilers.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Is that before or after he dies?
It's messed up, man.
Yep.
Too soon.
Too soon. Oh.
Months later, too soon.
Well, maybe one of those, I think it could be one of those things, Gretchen, where it's like a few dragonflies aren't scary, but like thousands of them. Thousands of dragonflies.
I don't know.
You still
man.
don't get it? You still don't think it's like
I'm
that?
with a nature person. I was out recently with a
Mother
friend.
Nature is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, if it was spiders, like
Sure, yeah.
that's what gets me. Spiders. Like I've hung out with a lot of different critters, and
In your
yes,
day.
just hang out.
Said in her day, she's hung out with a lot of critters.
I do. Yeah, it's still just the spiders. Like other bugs don't really bother me so much. I
Gretchen,
used
your
to,
next project is the hummingbirds of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I would paint the heck out of that. That's exciting. I feel like if a swarm of dragonflies approached me, I'd be like, ooh, this is magical.
And then they rip her face off.
Yes.
And then
Last
and
word,
then
See
now,
that?
last word.
and then
Famous
now
last
you're the
words,
skull
yeah.
with the dragonflies coming out.
Oh, they're just giving
I'm
me
magical.
kisses.
They're eating my face. I guess
Yeah.
I'm thinking like
Oh, tickles.
they're, because can't dragonflies sting you?
I think they
Or
can
some
bite.
can.
Yeah,
I think
they
some
bite.
of them can
Or
bite.
they just bite. See, that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking is that like they are eating.
I
you.
used to catch them as a child.
Okay.
I would also catch honeybees.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
I used to catch
I-
sand bees.
I just catch them, and
Put
then
them in a plastic
I
bag with sand.
had a childhood friend of mine whom would torment me with spiders because he thought it was funny to be like, "There's a spider on you," because I'm scared of those, and so I would catch honeybees.
You're scared of spiders?
Yes, but not
That is
anything
new
else.
information.
And so I would
Spooky skull time.
I would catch honeybees and I would release them towards him in retaliation.
Dang.
And I would just like befriend the bees.
Was he allergic to the bees?
No, he was just
Like, I
scared.
feel like there's a twist coming.
No.
Then we had to rush him to the hospital.
Real quick from YouTube, David says, "Hey everyone, glad I could make it the broadcast today, even if I have to watch from work.
Hey.
Hey, watching from work.
Thanks for joining us."
That's right, we're broadcasting from work, technically.
Yeah, I mean, we're at work too.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrea says, "That's it, I'm sold. Do you recommend anything for beginners? Like a toddler with a marker. Beginner."
Just go for it. Find something funky and jump in.
Are there any kits and stuff, Dave, that are like
Yeah.
really great?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm in love with this now, too. Like, I kind of want to start doing it at home.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to go. So there are probably 4 major paint brands that you could be looking at. One is the Citadel paint brand, made by Games Workshop. Most hobby stores will have a rack of Citadel paints and also some of the starter paint sets, where you get about 10 or so paints, a brush, and a couple of miniatures to start painting. Vallejo have, I think they have starter sets as well. The Army Painter, I think you've got a bunch of the Army Painter paints over there, Natasha.
Yeah.
So they have a range of different starter sets. If you're into D&D, there's the Nolzur's
Those ones are cool. Yeah, those,
Yeah.
I've seen those
You
They
guys
ones.
actually
those
painted
last
with
time?
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we used those last time, and they're real. And I like that it comes with so much stuff. Like
Yeah.
one small box, you get everything you need, really.
Loads of,
Yeah.
loads and loads and loads of paints to get started.
Yeah.
So really it's head to your local game store and see what they have on the shelf. I generally always recommend working out what your local paint store has and what they're going to have on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because it's always frustrating when you buy a paint set and then you go to your local store and they don't stock that range.
Yeah. Like
So-
that one guy who wrote in that he had a color from like 20 years ago or something like
Yeah.
that. And he couldn't find it anymore.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
So that's what I'd definitely recommend. But that that Knowles' kit was also the paints in that are from the Army Painter.
Oh, cool.
Also, Carl said apparently Reaper has some learn to paint kits
Yep.
as well.
Reaper
Neat.
is
So like
good.
gives you tips and stuff like that.
What was the app? Remember, Dave?
There's the Citadel Paint app. So if you're painting a lot of Games Workshop minis, they sort of have not so much a step-by-step, but sort of like a color by numbers, I guess, for it. So they'll show,
Suggestions and stuff like that.
they'll basically show these are the paints that were used to get this effect or to get this color scheme.
That's really handy just to know in general for painting. That's cool.
So that's a free app that you can download.
And find your local game shop and ask them what they
Yep.
suggest too. And I'm sure a lot of game stores will have painting nights or something, or workshops.
Yeah, and I mean the Happy Little Minis Facebook page.
Yep,
There's
there's
another
that
place to
too.
go. Yep.
It's a good resource. You should join that. Maybe we can get the link posted in the comments
Yes.
so everyone can
I will
find
do
it
that.
easy.
We could do that. And by we,
By we
Leona.
mean, you know,
Leona could totally do
Rick
that.
had posted it earlier, but I'll post it again.
Excellent. Speaking
we
of that,
actually
actually,
have
Leona posted, did you post that yesterday morning,
Yep.
the competition?
Yep.
So we have a competition to sort of celebrate cracking the 500 people in the group
oh neat.
mark. I think we're up to like 550 now, something like that. So we're a little bit slow on getting our act together on there. But you can win one of the Knowles' Marvelous Pigments set.
Oh neat.
So it's got, what, 60, 70 paints in it,
Holy moly.
Leona? Something like that?
Yeah.
That's quite the prize.
It
and
does.
how do you enter?
You just
That's a
have
very good
to.
question.
You just have to comment on the original post one of your works in progress
Oh neat.
with a picture. Yep.
Very cool. And Leona said that I wouldn't comment on them,
Yes.
so I'm not allowed to comment.
We have a running joke about works in progress.
Sorry, Carl.
But yeah, no, it's actually been really fun to see the different
Yeah, it's been great.
painters.
People's different
I
styles.
painters out there?
Yeah.
That's my favorite bit about like lurking on the page. Because I do. I lurk on the Happy Little Minis page all the time, guys. I can't creep. But I do. I creep along and I. That's exactly what I do. That is
Yeah.
the face I make. Just.
Yeah. She doesn't like it though. She'll just lurk.
But I go and I comment and I like on people's things because I mean I love seeing what people can do. That is the most amazing thing to me. That's what makes me geek out. Like painting, super fun. Seeing other people paint, I'm like, whew, what you doing?
Yep.
Yeah, it's in my office on my desk. Crap. It's on my desk.
But yeah, so show me all the minis. I wanna see them.
See them all.
I want to see them. I want to see what everyone can do. Because even the people, I see so many people post things and they're like, I can't paint at all.
And it's like some
And
epic
it's
art
good.
piece.
Yeah. Or like, oh, I tried and
Humble
failed
post is
at
humble.
this. I tried and failed at this technique, and I'm sitting there like, but that's so cool. Like, even if you think you're the worst painter in the world, I promise you, if you post something up there, I will find something to nerd about. I am that kind of person.
What's been fun about the like sort of giveaway contest thing is that people who normally don't post have been posting up there, which is cool.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. Oh, what do we got?
Oh, you got one? You got one?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some little detail later, but I want to get more of this one done. So my
nice.
portals are Halloween Town.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
There you go.
Halloween Town, and now I'm gonna work on Christmas Town.
Yay.
So you've got the pumpkin here,
Okay.
and then you got Oogie Boogie, in the top of the thing here.
I like that.
Yeah,
I know it's hard to see, but
yeah. I'm gonna add some more detail later, but I want to get going on the Christmas Town one before I run out of time.
I know. I am
I get
I'm like going through. There's so much like little detail that I want to do, and I am like, I'm so afraid I'm just gonna run out.
Well, I'm going to pull this up here.
Ooh.
Rick was
Ooh,
obviously
the army painter
watching in the other room.
lurking in the other room.
Lurking in the other room. So he brought this in. This is actually the prize. I was mistaken. It's
Oh.
the Army Painter Mega Paint
why?
set.
What did you say?
Fun?
Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That looks great.
This
Yep.
is new information.
Leona totally listens to me all the time.
What?
Exactly. I rest my case. I'm going home now. So, yeah, this is the thing. So 50 paints, a brush, and what else? It says it includes the Wargames Army Painting Guide. So it talks about the Army Painter method of painting your armies, which is get all the base coats done, put a
Cool.
wash over them, hit them with a varnish, and you're done. Good to go.
Boom.
Boom. Yep. So
You hit your minis?
hit your minis. Yep.
You hit them?
You sure do. With a varnish.
Varnish.
Yeah. They spray them with a varnish. You know. However you want to do it.
Dave, now back to what you were saying about like people like just like getting into the group and painting. Like we talked about this before, but like painting at Alliance Open House, I only painted my second miniature ever. And
Yep.
I thought it was like a crappy owlbear, but like seeing the feedback.
Owlbear!
Seeing the feedback that people put in there, it's like actually they thought it wasn't that bad. So you never know how good you are until you actually give it a try.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was really good.
It wasn't that bad.
It was awesome.
That was such a good compliment, Dave.
It was better
It was
than.
not that bad.
It was pretty good. Not bad, pretty good. But yeah, no, it was actually it was better than my Dragonborn and better
Ooh,
than
shnikes.
Rick's owlbear.
Schnikes what?
Shnikes.
Snap.
That was me not cussing. You're welcome, America.
I'm telling you,
And the world.
hobby bibs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have those hobby bibs.
Yes.
But yeah, no, you did a fantastic job, Johnny. It looked great. And so people, if they want to check it out, you can go to the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group and scroll back, and you'll get to see Johnny's awesome owlbear.
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 Todd says I've had a great time painting the Whiz Kid Elementals. Also, the
Oh, cool.
Citadel washes are to die for.
Yep, definitely good.
Didn't we just paint those?
We did. We painted those last week.
Cool.
Was that
This is
Thursday?
nice.
Thursday, yeah.
Yep, I think it was Thursday.
Yep, because we did the air, and
Yep.
that's when Gretchen did the fire.
Yep.
Rick did the water.
Water.
And then we summoned Captain Planet, and you missed it if you weren't
Whoa.
here. All right.
That was heavy.
It's right at the end of the show. It may be just after the credits, but
I swear it happened.
Also, old Eric says, I'm painting an Ogre Kingdom's army that I rescued from my friend's basement.
Nice.
very cool. I've actually just gone through and rebased my Ogre Kingdom's army. Turned it into an Age of Sigmar army. So tore off all the square bases that they're on and put them on round bases.
Cool.
Does sound pretty ridiculous, doesn't it?
Just a little.
No, I like the round bases.
Yeah.
Do you have to use them as a round base for Warhammer?
For Age of Sigmar, you don't have to have them on round bases, but kind of the aesthetic of the game probably works a little bit better if they're on round bases.
Okay.
But,
That's interesting. Also, James is here.
Hi,
hey,
James.
James.
We always say hi to James.
What are you having for lunch?
James.
Whenever James gets into the chat room, it's like Norm from Cheers.
Yeah, for sure.
James!
Yeah.
Is it not supposed to be?
No, totally is. We'll always do that, James. Okay.
Oh, Todd asks, well, first they say, the wall of ice is gorgeous. How was it painted?
So pretty, right?
It was
Yep.
dry brushed, right?
Yeah.
Do
Yep.
you want me to zoom in on it and you can...
That'd be great. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's too dark.
So you got that zoomed in. Oh, there we go. So yeah, on Tuesday,
This looked like the Fortress of Solitude.
Megan.
Megan was painting her first model, which is this one.
Uncanny
the
Megan.
Prismatic Palisade.
Yep.
And she painted it, started with a like a blue-green paint, just basically brushed over the entire thing. And then when that was dry, she did a dry brush, or a couple of layers of dry brushing with like a lighter blue and mixing in some whites. The dry brush is really good for catching the edges on the crystals. I'm going to spin that around as well. Just one bit of there.
Yeah, it's really
So you
pretty.
can see some of the lighter bits sort of working towards the top. But yeah, that was essentially it. Took her about, I guess,
An
probably
hour?
About, overall an hour, yeah. But probably about 40 minutes to do the crystals, and then about 20 minutes on the base. In amongst the talk and the chatting and so on.
And the shenanigans.
The shenanigans. But yeah, just dry brushing with a nice wide brush and get you
Get you pretty
painting.
far.
Yep. Definitely painting these spell effects. It's really good for that.
Also, James says, I'm having leftover KFC and Jell-O for lunch.
All
Not sure how I
right.
feel about that.
Yeah.
Jell-O, maybe. Leftover KFC.
There's a lot of judgment.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of judgment in that tone,
I'd
Dave.
just like to say
Totally.
maple syrup with KFC is really good.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. We just lost the KFC sponsorship.
Yep.
Yeah.
It opens the way for the Chipotle sponsorship,
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes.
All right, I'm with you on that.
Chipotle.
So, Chris says, I love the work y'all are doing.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
I was like, are you mixing it? Oh, you've got some at the bottom in
Gradiating
green.
down. Yeah,
Nice.
gradiating down.
Very cool.
So I'll probably go back in if I have enough time with a little bit more detail and see what I can manage.
That's looking cool.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I'll end up doing.
Also, apparently,
It's
someone else
gonna be
commented
something.
that, like, apparently if a dragonfly bites you, it doesn't break your skin.
Huh.
But
Oh.
I would like to argue that the dragonflies in Warhammer will.
Sure, sure. In
Okay.
in the fictional universe,
Exactly.
The exception to the rule.
gotta be careful.
Just saying that.
Yeah. There we go.
Dang, that's looking really
Cool.
good.
It is looking
All right.
very good.
There we go. I'm gonna start. It's really weird working on sort of like reverse highlights.
See,
that's
I
getting-
normally paint with watercolors.
Yep.
So reversing everything is like what you're supposed to do.
Right. Starting with the light colors and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There we go. What sort of subjects do you paint with the watercolors?
Anything and
Mhm.
everything. So
Yeah.
I did a few portraits a few times. That was fun. Sometimes just nerdy fan art things.
Cool.
Yeah. Just whatever I feel like painting. Just things and
Cool.
stuff. Things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
I secretly
Nice.
have like an empire of painting things, Dave. That's
Right.
I've hidden it from you all.
Nice. I wasn't sure if it was like landscapes. only did
Yeah.
landscapes. So.
Landscapes are fun. I actually am the type of person, so I know I should paint more backgrounds and landscapes and things, but I don't enjoy painting them. So I run from them perfectly. You shouldn't. You should paint the things you don't like painting just so you can get better at painting them and enjoy them more. Don't
Right.
do what I do. But
That's cool.
yeah.
I can get that. I never really messed around with watercolors at all.
I feel like you have to be a certain, like, people. When I used to go to art school, I would run into people who said that if you only paint watercolors if you have control issues.
Oh, okay.
That was what I was told. I was told
Okay.
that the only people who paint with watercolors have control issues, and the only people that draw with charcoal have commitment issues. And those are my two mediums.
Right.
So, and then I quit art school.
That sounds like a plan.
And I was like, thanks, guys.
I didn't need you judging me.
It's art school, it's only judgment.
Wow. That's kind of funny. That's weird that I haven't painted in watercolors then.
Yeah, try it out. You'll probably like it.
Yeah. Could be.
Do you have commitment and control issues?
Just control.
All right, so no charcoals then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine with that.
Come on, where are those comments for costumes?
That's true.
Don't forget.
I was hoping people would.
Or
actually forget.
tagline. Dave still needs a tagline,
Still have a
guys.
tagline. I have to steal Rick's for the end of the show.
Still.
I remember that.
And remember, guys, I'm a better painter than you. Dave, signing off.
Why would I say that?
I'm better than you.
And remember, guys, Dave.
Do I come across that way?
See you later.
See you later.
Do I come across like a dick? Is that what you're saying? Super judgy dick. Sorry.
And remember, guys,
I didn't mean to.
you're always a work in progress.
You're always a work in progress.
Nice. That's actually not bad.
Life is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Life is a work in progress. Thank you, Johnny.
Paint accordingly.
And I'm Dave, and yeah.
When he decides upon his actual tagline, as he starts to deliver it, I'm Dave, and I'm just gonna like cut to the end of the show.
I wish you would have done that on Tuesday. That would
Oh,
have been
yeah, that
fantastic.
would have been good.
If anyone wants to see the end of Tuesday's show, go and check that out. That was a big fail. Thanks, Johnny.
There's a decent awkward pause as Dave waits for the cut.
That was me thinking he was on the ball, but nope. Johnny is not my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were on the ball with the outro.
No. Have you met me? We know that I'm not on the ball with that.
Rick says,
Terrible.
Dave, see you at the game store.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Real original, Rick. Real original.
Not that one.
What we need to do now, actually, if I start using it, if I use it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if we can get to the point where people are like, hey, Rick, you stole Dave's tagline.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
Yeah. I'll just have to use it while he's on the show.
Oh, that should
That'll
be
be the way to go, right?
Yes. Switch.
How's it going?
Okay.
Okay.
Just change my mind partway through painting.
we go. No, yours should be, and I'm Dave. You're awesome. I'm awesome. We're awesome. Bye.
Wow.
And Leona is too nice.
Yeah. Nah, I lack the confidence for that. What if I come up
Fine.
with something, though?
No one's giving any ideas. So.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, chat. We go.
Come on, brains. Think of things. Come on. No.
Partly because Dave's rejected all of them, people are not willing to put their ideas out there.
Jeez.
Wow, you've really scared people, Dave.
Good to know.
Wait, I don't
Dave,
know
the predator of painting.
I don't know if you've mentioned this, but we have a birthday in the house today.
We do?
Oh, we do. That's
Yeah.
right. It's Miss Leona's birthday.
Leona's birthday?
It's my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Hooray!
Everyone say happy birthday,
Leona.
chat. I'm not singing, so you're welcome.
Steve says, possibly, I'm Dave, and I eat paint.
Ah, that could work.
James says, Dave, you only get Dave, you only get better if you try.
That's nice. That's
Or Dave,
Yeah.
painting. It's not for everyone.
Oh. True.
Peter says, this is Dave Taylor, signing off. Buy my stuff.
Some of my stuff.
Yeah. Also,
Buy my book.
Carl says,
Boy.
this is Dave, and remember, red dragons don't have white feet.
Yes, Carl. They don't. How's it looking now? We finished?
That's better.
Hurry up, Carl.
Also, we have a question. What are your thoughts on using matte medium instead of water to thin paints?
Good.
Good thoughts.
I think you can totally do that. Actually, yeah, my thoughts are good on that. Do I do it myself? No. Just because I never really think of it. But, water is usually very sort of handy. But, yeah, you get a bit more control over the way the pigment reacts when you thin paints with a matte medium. You keep that surface tension a little bit better. But yeah, so if you have matte medium,
Uh-oh.
totally use it. If you don't, maybe pick some up, try it out, see if it works for you.
try all the new things.
Try the things.
So what's everybody doing next weekend?
Next weekend? What's next
Yeah,
weekend?
like the end of September next weekend, I mean.
Yeah, and then it gets
Oh.
spooky, and then you dress up in Halloween costumes. You really think we're gonna
I know,
let that
I'll be
die?
at Baltimore
Apparently
Comic-Con.
none. Apparently none. Oh, you're going to go?
Baltimore Comic-Con? I'm going.
Comic-Con?
Start a segue.
Who's going?
We're going to be at Baltimore Comic-Con.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And other folks from Game Trade Media will be there too,
Yep.
with a lovely booth
With Comic Wow.
with Comic Wow.
And
speaking of booth, Saturday, if you're a fan of that show, Man at Arms, Matt Stagmer from Man at Arms, the host of Man at Arms Reforged and Art of War, will be there signing at the Comic Wow booth from 1 to 3.
oh yeah, I forgot.
You know
about
that guy, don't you?
I do. I'm
Good.
quite
Yeah.
familiar. I know him in the regular sense and the biblical sense.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Well, I guess.
I mean, I am his wife.
Yes, there we
So
go.
it's okay.
There we go.
But come
Oh,
stop
God,
by
there's
the
a lot of
Comic
paint.
Wow booth, say hi. There will be contests going on over the weekend
Yeah.
too. So pay attention to our social media. And speaking of social media, you should make sure you like Game Trade Media on all the social media platforms. Make
Yes.
sure you comment, not just on here, but other posts. Share them. Let other people know that, we're just not painting minis. We also talk about board games too, which are pretty awesome, and tabletop games. And follow us. Follow us in all the places, but not like lurker follow.
Like-
I mean, like legitimately follow.
Just like digitally.
I'm all-
Digitally follow.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
physically
not
follow.
like hanging out outside the bushes of these people's homes going, what minis you painting, bro?
They're like,
You know?
damn it.
Gretchen, get out of my bushes.
They're like, I'm just gonna leave the shades open a little bit.
They just
They
come out
paint my
outside like
minis.
Gretchen with
This
a
got
water
weird.
bottle.
Sorry, this got really weird.
It did. It did.
Yeah,
Four
What,
minutes
4 minutes left? Oh my
I
goodness.
know. That's what I was.
Oh, God. Oh,
Yep.
God.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, actually, if we can switch to the spinner for just for a sec.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna get you trim.
Okay, I can do this.
Okay.
Speed paint.
Cool.
Speed
So
know.
there we go.
paint.
On the spinner.
Doesn't help. I'm
Something we
shaking.
didn't paint today. These are some cool minis from the Warhammer Underworld's Night Vault,
Don't mess it up.
which is kind of the second season for the Warhammer Underworlds game. The first one being Shadespire. We're going to be painting some of these during October,
Yay.
where I may or may not be wearing costumes.
You will.
We'll see.
Thursday.
It's happening.
But Games Workshop announced today that Saturday the Night Vault goes on pre-order, and it'll be out the following Saturday. But yeah, we'll do some painting of these in October, and I think, well, actually, I painted these up for an article in Game Trade magazine, which will be out in November, the November issue. Check those out. So now that we've got that out of the way, clear those. And who wants to put this stuff up first?
You.
All right, ready and done.
Done? Whoop. Okay. Natasha's going first.
All right, yeah. Oh, I missed a little bit on the back, but it's all right.
That's right.
So we've got Halloween Town. Should I do it individual or together? There we go.
Yep.
Halloween Town and Christmas Town. Portals.
There we go.
Wow, does it look cool? Never mind, part of the back of the frame. I didn't finish part of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But you hardly notice. Wait! Wait!
I was going to do it like this.
Oh, okay. Come on, don't you? Just kidding.
Oh. Okay.
Here it comes. Wait for it.
There we go.
Dun dun dun.
Huh.
Very cool.
Okay.
So I got Oogie on the top here, and then Sandy Claus, kind of Jack Skellington Sandy Claus on the top of that door.
Oh, nice.
And
Very
So
good.
he's a little creepy.
Yep.
purple.
Totally creepy.
Yeah.
I want
Excellent.
these-
Nice
All right.
work.
Huh?
I want these to be used in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
As Malign Sorcery.
All right.
Yeah.
I speed painted this,
There we go.
but I made it. I got all the wings. So
Yay.
yeah,
There are a lot of them.
there
That
are.
looks really cool.
There is a ton of wings. I wish I had like 1 more hour because then I could go a little bit heavier with all the detailing that I wanted to do.
Yep.
Because I would have liked to layer a few more colors on everything.
Yeah.
But I am satisfied with just getting paint on everything.
Yep.
So
That looks great.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
A
Nice job.
swarm of the dragonflies.
Work.
I like the gradation that you have.
Yeah, I would have liked to do that a little bit more with the wings to make them look kind of glowy. but
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that looks really good.
Awesome.
Also, Natasha, Dave said he liked your freehand paint.
Oh,
on the,
Yay,
on the
thanks.
inside. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Not bad for, 2.5 cups of coffee. Yesterday I was really, really tired, so I was
Surprise,
trying
we're all
to make
just-
up for it today.
Jacked up here.
Oh, wow, that looks so cool.
Okay. So
Looks
there we
very
go.
cartoony. I like
So that's
it.
the kind of the start of it. There's a lot more that I can do to that.
Wow, that's really cool.
Everyone here is just like, we could do more.
I know.
Yep. We can all do more. Sometimes an hour is never enough. Actually, when I say sometimes, most of the
Always.
time.
Every time,
Most
yeah.
of the time, an hour is never enough.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
But
Looks kind of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
totally goes
All
on.
right.
It'd be awesome. Okay, so
Thanks for having us on the show, Dave.
not a problem.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Getting there. My line was going to be, well, that brings us to the end of the show.
Oh!
There's your prompt. No, thanks very much for coming on. The painting you've done is awesome. Looks fantastic. And
Just getting the inside of that frame.
And super
Cheating.
fun.
That's cheating.
so, once again, today we were painting the contents of the Malign Sorcery box, which is available now in your local hobby store. If they don't have it,
Game
go
shop.
and ask for it.
Yep.
They can place an order for it. All good. But, yep, as we're saying, it's at your local hobby store, which is where you should be going every week to say hi, become part of the community,
Make new friends.
make new friends, join in at
Join the
painting
group.
table.
Lurk in
Join
their
the
bushes.
Facebook group for Painting Happy Little Minis. Also, make sure you follow on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
And Twitch.
Hit the Twitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Twitch as well.
Hit the Twitch.
What was that from
Yeah.
Leona?
And YouTube. And YouTube. All of the places. We're everywhere. We lurk
Be
everywhere.
We are everywhere, including your
everywhere.
bushes. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. All right.
Excellent.
I'm
So-
Natasha.
I'm Gretchen.
And I'm Dave. And we'll see you at the game store.
Guys, we're super excited to share that our new book, The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games, is now available.
We love tabletop gaming as much as you do, and we're so thrilled to share the finished book with the community. This book covers the history of the tabletop industry, from classic board games like Monopoly to collectible card games like Magic, and of course, RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons.
The book also highlights some of the top talent in the industry, featuring interviews with Peter Atkinson, Matthew Mercer, Larry Elmore, and many more. Plus, we chatted with collectors from all walks of life who shared their own knowledge and insight about tabletop collecting.
We also discuss everything from the impact of crowdfunding on the current state of the industry, as well as take a look at all sorts of ways to preserve your collection for years to come. This book provides a perfect snapshot of the tabletop industry at large and shows what makes this hobby so great.
You can head into your local game store or comic shop right now and pick up your copy of the Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games. If they don't have it in stock, you can order your copy through Previews, through Game Trade Magazine, or through gemstonepub.com.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.